please take the roll?
Councilmember Bragg?
Here.
Councilmember McCoy? Councilmember Rose?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem King?
Here.
Mayor Janney?
Here. Reporting out of closed session, the city attorney will take care of that for us.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The council met in closed session. Direction was given. No action was taken.
Thank you. Could you please all stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moving on to agenda changes, I'd like to entertain a motion to take item 6.3 immediately after the presentation due to time constraints of some consultants that are here with us tonight. So moved. We have a motion and a second. Could we please vote on that item?
Motion carried unanimously.
Thank you. Moving on to Mayor Council reimbursements disclosures. Ms. Bragg, nothing?
I attended the Metro JPA on October the 7th, and they posted their budget, the Metro budget summary, and it is here, and I'll ask this if any council member would like it to have it put in their box. I'll send it down. Pretty much the same thing. They've working on the Point Loma plant and getting the secondary recycled water, turning it into drinking water. That's moving ahead. So you'll see more of that in the coming year. So I'll just pass this along for the records.
Okay, thank you. And I'd ask that the city clerk make copies and give every council member a copy of that, please.
Not necessarily the whole package, but
No,
the budget.
The budget part. Thank you.
Yes.
Ms. Rose? Mr. King?
Yes, thank you. A couple of things. I attended the Miss Imperial Beach pageant as a representative from the city and as a judge. There were 4 contestants, and a young lady who grew up in Imperial Beach who now is a senior at Fullerton State in pre-med is the winner of the contest. That was the first time I've been to a pageant. I thought it was actually a pretty interesting pageant. Girls, there was 4 very equal girls that were involved in it. They were all very talented. They were all very conversive. They could have represented our city well. The winner, however, I think is going to do just a wonderful job. She already has done her first representation of the city, giving out trophies at the Dempsey Holder Surf Contest that was held on Sunday, at which I was also present and assisted in giving out the trophies. It was pretty much an all-day affair. The wind was on and off. And it was there was approximately 155 contestants. The day prior, there was also a contest, a warm-up at Katie's Cafe. So it was a very exciting weekend. They had a band out there, and it really brought a lot of enthusiasm to the town in terms of promoting the surfing culture here. In addition, something that came to my attention that I had not been aware of is that the Fleet Reserve has received one of the urban trees as a donation. It's an eagle, and just to give you a little information on it, it's an American eagle. It's got a 7-foot wingspan. It has armor and dog tags. It names veterans from the Korean War, the Vietnam, and Iraq. Is donated by Kathy Ann James, who was the artist, and it's from the urban trees that are down at the harbor. The local Fleet Reserve Association 289, there's Diane Long, her daughter, her son, her ex-husband, and current husband, and her son and ex-husband were killed in action. They are listed on the plaque with this sculpture. And one of the things that it says is it helps honor those who courageously serve their country and sacrifice their lives. And everyone, if they get an opportunity, should go by and take a look at it. I saw it when it was down at Harbor Drive. It's a very impressive sculpture. I attended the Chamber of Commerce meeting. A couple of things to report on that. The Taste of IB, which was normally held in the fall, is now going to be held in the spring. Christmas tree lighting will be on December 4th when they get the Christmas tree here. And on December 10th, there will be the holiday mixer, which will be held at the Dempsey Holder Center to kick off the Christmas season. That's all I have to report.
Thank you very much. And going on in the FRA 289, a lot of people that the Chamber of Commerce and FRA and the VFW all reached out, and they're actually people that donated and got their names of their loved ones on that with their dog tags here, not just a few that you mentioned. It's pretty good reach out.
Yeah,
But
thank you. Let me add
one more thing,
please. For the beauty pageant, Vogue allowed them to use their name, and they put together a magazine which has a number of pages in it in here. It has the contestants that were in it. It also has it's a 60-year running history, and they have pictures of all the contestants who've won over the last 60 years. It's a really neat publication.
Thank you. Mr. Brown, do we have anything from the city staff? Moving on to public comment, I have 3 slips, and I'm going to put Athena Malcolm on first. Could you please come up and address us?
I'm Athena Malcolm, and I live on 1227 5th Street. As you may have heard, the Malcolm family has recently moved to 5th Street here in Imperial Beach. When I asked my parents what the name of the street was that we lived on, my parents told me that it was 5th Street. I was a little surprised because I had recently lived on Seacoast Drive, which seemed to fit our beach-related way of life here in Imperial Beach. I got to thinking how numbered streets didn't really reflect our beach identity and what a great opportunity this could be to possibly change numbered street names to beach-related themes. While driving through Imperial Beach with my dad, I saw we had numbered streets from 2nd Street to 13th Street. I wondered why there wasn't a 1st Street. My dad then told me that Seacoast Drive used to be 1st Street and that a past city council had changed it. I wondered why they stopped there, and I thought what a great opportunity this could be to possibly change the streets to beach-related themes. We could change the streets to, for example, Seacoast Way, Dolphin Drive, Beachcomber Court, or Surf Street. I do not want to rename all the streets myself. I think it would be good if we could involve the people that live on their own streets to rename them. Wouldn't it be creative to have the community come together and think of their own names? We can send out surveys and have community forums. What a great way to bring the community together and represent our beach spirit and the Imperial Beach theme of classic Southern California. Maybe we can even make the street signs into surfboard-shaped signs. One final thing, my parents wanted me to say that this was totally my idea and I made this presentation myself. Thank you for your time and thank you for considering my idea.
Thank you very much for coming forth with that. John Perno?
That is a good idea.
John Perno, 433 Sea Village Drive. That was a nice presentation, nice happy presentation. I'm here not because I'm happy. I really wasn't planning on being up here today until the mail came today. And if the mail would have came tomorrow, I wouldn't be here. And this is something that I'm going to give to Jackie. For 4 years now, at least, every year I get a letter saying that the house you live in is we need a rental tax thing. Come down, fill out the form. Each year, come down here to City Hall, the Finance Department, fill it out, go through it, and the following year the same thing comes in the mail again. And I'm upset with the incompetence. I'm upset with having to waste time to come down here. Every year this happens. You get something addressed to you, and not only did I get one, my Uncle Al got one at his house. People here know where I live, they know where Al lives. These aren't rental units. And for them to continue to come here, and I have to come down and see, I'm not coming down here anymore and doing it. If this would have came tomorrow, it would just go where it belongs, in the trash can. And I get something that says, if by the date noted you have not applied for a rental business license or completed a rental exemption form, then an inspection will be made to determine rental status. If you are found to be renting without a license, citations and fines will be assessed against the property, and the city may pursue further enforcement actions as specified by the Imperial Beach Municipal Code. And on the front it says this is a referral to code enforcement. I'm telling you, it's not going to be pretty if David Garcias or somebody from code enforcement comes knocking on my door or Al's door and wants to come in to our homes that we live in and inspect them. So I'm hoping that this will get taken care of and it won't keep coming every single year to me. I've come down here 3 years, stand around at the finance department, get it taken care of, and then the same thing comes again. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Kravitz.
Good evening. I'm Ed Kravitz. I'm the editor of SaveIB.com, your favorite website. We are anti-incumbent. For those of you at home, we've been trying to get this streaming video, but the city manager won't put it on agenda. So basically, he is circumventing our constitutional rights to due process. The reason for the balloons is a situation has arisen here in the last week where, well, for a number of years, I've heard a lot of complaints from people about overbearing code enforcement, rules, regulations, fines. A city councilwoman had a fundraiser this last week, and the person that was throwing the party was cited for having balloons. I think when staff can intimidate a sitting council person, it kind of shows that the staff has more power than the council people do. It was brought to my attention that there was a fundraiser for Mr. Spriggs this last weekend, and there were balloons at that event too. And in attendance was your code enforcement officer, who apparently was enjoying the food and beverages there and never saw the balloons. A balloon is a sign of freedom.